Okay, so the best pay-per-click strategy in 2023. Hey, my name's Gurdeep. I'm with Discover MG, and today we'll be talking about what I believe is the method to grow your Amazon brand or Walmart brand in 2023. So we'll start with a couple different things today. We're going to be talking about the following. One, I'm just going to tell you a little bit who we are, what Discover does, how we exist, some of the things that you should know before you invest into PPC, whether it be on Walmart, Amazon, or any other platform, some definitions that you need to know. What is PPC and is it even necessary? How does PPC work? I'm going to show you an example of what a bid campaign may look like. The next thing we're going to look at is some PPC structures that are typically seen when we work on an account. We're also going to look at the strategy that we implement to help grow these brands. And then ultimately, if you do want to work with us, these are some of the criteria that you need before we can jump into the account. Okay, so who is Discover? Discover was created or founded on the principle of becoming the most authentic e-commerce marketing company by helping legacy brands take over the digital world. We've worked in many different features or facets when it comes to Amazon, Walmart, Google, Facebook, etc. The team has combined over 20 years of digital marketing experience, and our team consists mainly of 4 experts. These experts cover the areas of branding and marketing, content development, paid media, market research, and then global expansion as well. By utilizing these skill sets together, we're able to optimize e commerce brands to scale efficiently and profitably. Now, before you invest into PPC, there are a couple things that you need to consider. Otherwise, you're going to be burning a lot of money. Advertising only helps bring traffic to your listing. It doesn't make people buy, it just brings more people to your actual product. It should be the final step when it comes to growing your brand. If done incorrectly, it can be very costly and cause your business to suffer. Before running ads, you should consider optimizing your listings, which we just made a video on, by the way, getting organic traffic, and then track your conversions. If your conversions are under 10%, it makes sense to optimize your listing first because not a lot of people really have demand for your product, and running ads on it isn't going to be efficient. We have a free listing tutorial as well, so you can definitely check that out and make sure that you invest into listing optimization before you start running ads. Okay, so now I want you to pause the video here. These are a couple of different definitions and some mathematical equations that I need you to understand before we jump into the next step. I don't want to go through all of it in case a lot of people already understand what's going on here, but this is a great place to pause and just make sure that you are familiar with these terms. Okay, so why is PPC necessary? PPC allows you to bring traffic to your listing. This traffic should have a specific problem or need that your product is able to solve. Therefore, the right targeting will be the difference between a strong campaign and a wasteful campaign. Here are 3 things to consider when you're running PPC campaigns. PPC campaigns are designed just to get your product in front of an audience, nothing more. It's to show people that this thing exists and not say this is how or this is why you should buy it. It's just to show people or a crowd of people that your product exists. PPC can help your competition from stealing your competitors, or sorry, stealing your customers, but it can also help you steal your competition's customers. And ultimately, it's used to grow your brand awareness. Now, how does it work? This is a question that a lot of legacy brands often question and not too familiar with what's going on. And this is why I say you need to check out the definitions before you continue. PPC is like an auction. There are certain high traffic keywords everyone wants to show up for. So if you sell, let's say, a wallet and you type in wallet, everybody on the planet that's selling a wallet wants to make sure that their product shows up first. Obviously. Amazon takes advantage of this by allowing sellers to bid on these keywords. Whoever is willing to pay the most per click on a certain keyword will show up. This is why younger brands need to focus really heavily on niche keywords to compete. The keyword wallet, for example, might cost you $10, $20. And we'll go into this into the next slide as well. But you want to make sure that those clicks actually convert into sales. And the more specific you are with your keywords, you get less traffic, but you get a higher conversion rate. And at the end of the day, conversions is what leads to profits, right? So we'll take a look at this example based on the wallet scenario. So for argument's sake, or for the discussion of this, we're assuming that we're selling a $30 wallet, and we're using a maximum of $100 to bid on this keywords or these keywords to actually create some sales for ourselves. So hopefully you've studied the definitions and you understand what's going on here, but we have how much traffic each different keyword gets. the cost per click. These are all estimates just for argument's sake or for educational purposes. The total clicks based on the budget. Your conversion, we kept it at 10% because you should have optimized your listings by now and making sure that they are converting at least 10%. The total sales generated, and then your ACOS, or your advertising cost of sale. So for a $30 wallet, these are some of the keywords that you may be bidding on. You may be bidding on wallet, you may be bidding on black wallet, and black wallet whip buckle for men. And you can see as you kind of niche down on what you're targeting, your traffic slows down as well, right? So for the keyword wallet, there were 10 million searches. For black wallet, there were 7 million searches. And for black wallet with buckle for men was only 250,000. The cost per click, so the amount of people willing to bid on it, it varies depending on how many brands are going after that exact same keyword. For the wallet, the average click cost you $5. So every time someone clicked on your listing, it cost you $5, which meant you were only able to get 20 clicks before your budget of $100 ran out. For Black Wallet, it was about $3, so you're able to get about 33. And then for Black Wallet with Buckle, it was $1, so you're able to get 100 of them. Now your conversions are always going to be the same. We're going to keep them at 10%. So here you had 20 clicks at 10% conversion, which means you made $60. Even though 10 million people saw it, you only made $60. At 7 million in terms of total traffic, you're able to get 33 clicks and you made $90. At 250K, so fewer people are actually looking for this, but they're converting at a higher rate because you're showing them exactly what they want to see, right? When they type in wallet, there may be a bunch of different things that they have in mind. They might just want a wallet with a money clip. They might want a blue wallet. They might want a leather wallet. They might type in wallet when they're actually looking for a purse. So the more specific you are with your targeting, the better your actual conversion rate is going to be. So here you spent the same $100, but it only cost you $1 per click. You had 100 total clicks at a conversion rate of 10%. You were able to generate $300, which is 3x, 4x some of the other numbers here, but you spent the same amount of money. So just because you zoomed in on your targeting a little bit more and you focused on a specific audience and solved a specific need that they were having, you're able to generate more money for yourself. And your ACOS just follows, right? So with a $100 budget, earning $60, you're sitting at 167% ACOS. So you're losing money before you even factor in Amazon fees, your cost of goods, or anything else that you may have done when it comes to the product. Same with just typing in Black Wallet. But on this one, you're sitting at 33%. So a third of the actual sales, so $10 from here, was going to advertising. If your landed costs on the product are maybe another $15, you're profitable at $5 a sale on every single wallet you sell for this term. Okay, so this is a common PPC structure that we see for a lot of basic Amazon sellers. And we'll go into one that's a little bit more in depth and then ultimately our strategy as well. But basically what a lot of people do is they'll take all of their products and they'll run an auto campaign, right? So whether your wallet's purple, black, brown, white, it's a wallet. So we'll put it into an auto campaign and then Amazon will use this algorithm to kind of figure out things that work. There's going to be a close match, a loose match, substitutes, or complementary keywords that it's going after. The problem here is every single wallet is going after every single one of these match types, right? So if someone types in black wallet, a purple wallet might show up because we're bidding on the exact same term. This can be detrimental to your budget because you can get a click but no sales. So ideally, in this case scenario, you need to section off your items, right? You need to have campaigns specifically for each different variation of the product that you're selling. Depending on what you sell, the structure can vary a lot, right? You can have just different wallets. You can have wallets that have clips, wallets that have certain materials that they're using, if they're RDF or if they're not RDF, et cetera, et cetera. By sectioning each one of those off and then building campaigns specifically for them, you're going to be able to create more revenue for yourself and more profits for yourself. So this is the very, very, very basic structure that most sellers start with when it comes to PPC campaigns. Now, this is more of an intermediate style. So this is where some of the major brands sit at, anyone doing closer to 20, 30, 40,000 a month. This is typically the structure that they've created. And this has also been fine-tuned by our team for a long while. So this person or this brand, what they've done is they sectioned off the wallet. So for each one of these wallets, this campaign structure is going to happen for them directly. So they took the purple wallet out of the group, and for the purple wallet, they created these campaigns. They have an auto campaign running, they have a broad campaign running, a phrase campaign, and exact campaign. And if they're doing it correctly, what they've done is they keep the good keywords here and they turn the negative keywords or the wasteful keywords into negatives. And we'll actually create another video to show you how to find some of these negative keywords. We've developed tools in-house to do this stuff for us, but I'll show you how to manually do it back in the golden ages. Call it 2019 or 2020 when you had to do this stuff manually. So you take the good keywords, you graduate them, you turn them into broad campaigns. Some people, what they do is they bid on every single keyword or the exact same keyword in each one of these campaigns, and that's also wasteful. So you want to make sure that you graduate your keyword. So if a keyword's working well as a broad, take that specific keyword and now build a phrase campaign around it. Take the specific phrase campaign that's working well and build an exact campaign around those keywords. And then the ones that aren't working, so they're spending a lot of money but not creating new sales, turn to negatives and then repurpose that budget. Pretty simple if you understand PPC. So if you've done this for a while, this is probably the structure that you're playing with now. This is a structure our team works on. And once again, this is not everything that we work on, but it gives you a bigger picture of exactly what's going on. So let's say we start with just a purple wallet. We'll build separate campaigns for each one, right? You have an auto campaign, a broad campaign, a phrase campaign, exact campaign, your ACE targeting, your sponsored brand ads, your video ads, etc., etc. From each different campaign structure, we graduate keywords into the next level, just like we spoke. But here on your auto campaigns, we have a smaller budget. Treat this as like research and development, or if you're into sports, this is when you draft a player to your team. So you have some potential behind it, but you don't know if they're going to be successful or not. A broad campaign is a little bit more successful. So we know it worked into an auto, we pull it into a broad, and we put a little bit more budget behind it so I can try some things and explore. Treat this as if you're an NBA player or if you play football, you're coming off the bench, right? So we drafted you on the team, you do fairly well. You're not selling the most tickets, but you help us win some games, so we'll put you on the bench and we'll draft you in when we need you. A phrase campaign is a pretty solid player. When they perform, when they're on the field, you're able to score, you're able to kind of stop the ball or kind of stop your opponent from scoring, and therefore we increase the budget for them as well. Consider this your starting five. So it's not your superstar, but it's one of the main keys that help you kind of grow your brand, and it's getting you a lot of sales. When a phrase campaign or a phrase word does really, really, really well, we graduate to an exact campaign. This is your superstar. This is your Tom Brady, your LeBron James, your Kevin Durant, the guys that we want to put a lot of budget behind because when they're playing, they're scoring and they're selling tickets for us. These guys are the ones that we want to extrapolate and hoping that anything that we find in auto campaign graduates to an exact campaign so we can just create more revenue. Now, the secret sauce that we do that a lot of people kind of avoid is we take those exact campaigns and we repurpose them to create new broad campaigns based on those exact keywords. This way, you don't get a ton of traffic, but the little traffic that you do get is exponentially more profitable than anything else you would have tried because it's already been proven and we're just trying some other things with them. It's a little key trick that can boost revenue by 10 to 15, 20%. And when you're dealing with $100,000 on monthly ad spend, that 20% is a major player. From there, we go into ASIN targeting. ASIN targeting is not literally targeting the actual ASIN that you have, but showing up as a product on that page. So if you ever go down on, let's say, one of your product pages, you can then see sponsored products like this item. We can show up there. So we can look at other people that are selling wallets and show up on their page. So if they're getting high traffic or high conversion, we can steal some of that traffic. And then we also play defense. We want to make sure no one's doing that to us. So if they click on the purple wallet, when they scroll down, they can see the rest of our wallets as well. So our original click doesn't lead to somebody else getting a sale. And then sponsored brand ads, banner ads, video ads, etc. They all follow a similar structure here. We just extrapolate those ones to work best for the keywords that are performing within the exact campaign and the phrase campaign here. Awesome. So that's really the secret sauce of how we build out our campaign structure. I'll show you how to kind of look into a search term report. If you guys are interested as well, just shoot me a message. And now the brands that we want to work with are the brands that we know we can really implement this structure and grow. Anyone that's a private label and doing about 20K in monthly revenue, we're really able to help you grow. Our process is really simple. We start out with an account audit. Before we jump into anything, we want to just see what's going wrong in the account, what's working, and what we can help optimize. From there, we start with listing optimization. This is the number one factor that's going to help PPC really be effective because if your listing isn't good, all the traffic coming to your listing is going to be wasteful. From there, we're going to optimize the PPC restructure, which means we're just going to implement our tree campaigns within your advertising console. And then from there, it's just growth management, right? Things are growing. You're going to have some case logs that pop up, some customer messaging, whatever it may be. Our team is able to full stack and handle every request that you may have. And then finally, if you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to shoot us a message. You can always hit me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Threads nowadays. So wherever you see this, feel free to shoot us a quick message, and we'll definitely be here to help. Other than that, I want to thank you guys for your time. Hopefully this has been helpful. If you want to see more content like this, please shoot me a message, and I'll get back to you. Thanks.